Hey guys, today we are doing the Long Canyon Trail. Coffee number 1 for today. We are not doing the entire 7-mile hike. We are going to take a little secret detour off the trail. We're going to be going off trail to hike to the birthing cave. That's only 2 miles out and back. It is a sacred site, but we're going to explain the little tip on how to get there, just so if you want to attempt this, you do it safely and you don't get hurt. Definitely download your map on AllTrails before you get here because there is no service. We did get what seems to be like the last spot, but I'll show you guys. It's just kind of parking right here, and then the trailhead's over there. Ready?
I'm ready to head to the birthing cave. Duncan's ready to head to the birthing cave, so let's go to the birthing cave.
So I have the camera ready because some hikers just told us that there's some deer and javelina just a little bit up ahead. So we're trying not to be loud. We don't want to spook them, but hopefully we can see them. We see a deer, no javelina. So
that's just to let them be.
Yeah, so no javelina, but we saw at least 3 or 4 deer. I think one might have been a baby. I took the footage on my phone because the zoom lens is in the car, because we were, like I was saying earlier, we were told bring your wide angle for this, and just so it was a little less to carry on the hike, but we'll put that in the video. The trail is mostly flat. You're at a slight incline. We're wearing hats because there really is little to no shade on this trail. It's pretty early. Sun's not quite up yet. It's still nice and cool. So if you're doing this later in the day, definitely make sure that you wear a hat, sunblock, everything to keep you protected from the sun.
To get to the birthing cave, once you are a little ways in the trail, you'll see this little fence. To continue on Long Canyon Trail, you'll go towards the fence, but to get to the birthing cave, you're going to want to go left. To the left of the fence, you'll see a trail there, so follow that. I'm using the AllTrails app, and it's pretty well marked on there of which way to go, so I recommend using the app as well to find your way to the cave. Make sure you download the map before your hike because there's no service out here.
Even though we're off trail, it looks kind of maintained. It's pretty easy. It's clearly a trail, and like Mike said, it is very well marked on AllTrails. If you like the smell of pine trees, as you're getting close to the birthing cave, you can smell lots of pine trees.
Not bad, not bad. We made it to the birthing cave. It was about a mile in on the trail, the Long Canyon Trail. It wasn't too hard to get up into the cave. It was pretty, it was a little steep, but there's a lot of rocks that you could use to put your feet on and your hands, so it was pretty easy getting up in here. However, I was a little more daring and went all the way up into the little carved hole at the very back of the cave. It was very, very challenging to get in there, so I don't recommend doing it if you're not experienced with hiking on terrain like this. It is very, very slick. I did find some very, very tiny spots to put my feet and hands to hang on, but I've done this many times, so it was easy for me. But if you're not experienced, I do not recommend it at all. Don't try it. But if you are experienced, I definitely recommend it because the view is amazing, so check it out.
And me, on the other hand, who has the right shoes, who's done this a million times, I froze. I froze in my tracks. We were sitting over here. I started going. I froze right here. I couldn't make it over here. I froze. It was very scary for me. There's not really footholds, but little tiny nubs of rock to kind of anchor your foot. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I had to slowly get myself turned around and crawl over on all fours with my butt towards the ground. It was very scary for me. If you feel the slightest bit uncomfortable, don't even attempt it, because I do this kind of stuff all the time with Mike, and I froze in my tracks. I could not move. It was scary.
So the birthing cave is one of Sedona's energy vortexes, so please be mindful that there may be some people up here practicing in some spiritual meditation, since this is an energy vortex site.
Too bad we couldn't have a picture of us looking out at it together.
Oh no.
Huh?
I know.
Not one, but two casualties back to back for poor Mike. He banged his knee into a branch and just got a prickly pear. So we got to pull out a little cactus needle.
Make sure you always bring a first aid kit. We have one in our bag here when you're on these hikes, because you never know what's going to happen, so it's always good to be prepared. I just got a prickly pear to the knee, so I do have tweezers and alcohol wipes and band-aids for any type of incident that may occur, so be prepared.
Quick side note, I know our channel is very small at the moment, but we just met somebody who said she recognized us from YouTube, so that was really awesome. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So as most of you know, we recently got married, and I didn't see that tree.
Watch for trees on the trail, folks.
I was about to say how clumsy I am and drop my phone, and I walk into that. But as most of you know, we have recently gotten married, and in Mike's vows, he said that he vows to always pick up my phone when I drop it, because I'm always dropping it. And what happened up in the birthing cave, Mike?
You dropped it and it almost went over the cliff.
And Mike got it for me.
I grabbed it. It didn't go too far, thank God.
Oh. So Duncan, did you feel the energy? You're so calm. You're so calm. You're so chill.
Yeah, Duncan was very chill and calm in the birthing cave, so maybe he felt the energy vortex. I actually do feel pretty good myself, so definitely take some time to sit in there and do some meditation or any type of just relaxation and just take it in all there is.
How's it going, Dunk? You just hanging? You hanging out?
He's just hanging out on the hike as Dad rests his shoulders. It's very hard to hold him and the hiking pack, so it's a little hard on my shoulders, so I'm just taking a break, but believe me, he's comfortable in the little carrier. So we finished our hike to the birthing cave. It took about 2.1 miles to get there and back. It's out and back trail, and it took us about 2.5 hours to do it, but we stopped at the top for quite some time, so you could actually do it in probably under an hour if you're not going to stop at the top for a little bit, and we gained about 300 feet of elevation.
Back in the street shoes, we're about to go do our chores. If you were wondering if we're gonna be getting coffee, yes. The answer is always yes when it comes to coffee.
Some spiritual meditation. I'll say that again.
I did not think that...
Believe me, he's comfortable in the little carrier, so he's happy.